Hey guys, Elite Legionario here, bringing you number 3 in the Empire Total War battles. I'm in command of Poland and Blessedbethelord is in command of Spain. And this, again, I'm not familiar with the maps, but I quite like this one. I have 4 units of 2 upgraded line infantry and 1 unit of, guards with no upgrades on it. I have 2 units of upgraded riflemen, my skirmishers. I have my general's bodyguard. I have 2 units of light dragoons and 4 units of the very awesome winged hussars with the wings on their back, obviously. Very awesome unit. I really like them. I think, don't quite know, I think they're one of the best cavalry units in the game though. Poland Lithuania was very cavalry orientated, as Poland always has been, of course. As Lithuania and it joined, they continued that emphasis, particularly in the hussar area. So I've got 4 of those. I think they have 2 upgrades apiece. They're quite expensive but quite well worth it. So my plan was to just use my light dragoons to harass his and just absolutely dominate this flank with my winged hussars, and I'm going to use the woods to provide cover for my line infantry and other infantry units, basically, as I saw how very effective they were in the last battle against Blessedbethelord when he was using Sweden. So his army consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 units of line infantry and 1 unit of guard infantry. He's got 2 units of cazadores over there, 2 guardi courts and a cuirassier over here. 2 more he's got 2 grenadiers and 2 more cazadores over here, and he had 2 dragoons and 2 cuirassiers over here. So my guy's dragoons rout one of his units. He goes to charge, and I bring up my winged hussars to counter him. But his cuirassier actually do really well. Or cuirassiers, I don't know, I'm not really sure how to say them. So I have got my men on skirmish mode this time. I'm not really sure why they're stuck. Here we go, they should be pulling out. Nope, they're reloading. So this unit is skirmishing, but he has got his skirmishers, his cazadores in support, so they could be quite deadly. That might be what makes my winged hussars suffer as much as they do. I managed to rout his cav, but initially it looks like it's going really well for my winged hussars, but I probably don't support them well enough, which is a mistake I will note. So he's going to charge down his guard de courts into my skirmishers. I am going to be able to... No, I'm not going to be able to pull them out. I thought I did. I think I do get him out, but I managed to get several units of winged hussar into them anyway. But he does have a regrouped unit of light dragoons that will harass my winged hussars. But then again, I have a counter unit of my own light dragoons to harass his light dragoons, so I should be able to protect some of my winged hussars. And I managed to destroy his other cavalry over here. And when his cavalry come into range of my line infantry, they open up and they cut them down pretty quickly from well within the safety of forests. So here I make a bit of a slight blunder with my light dragoons, and his light dragoons catch me out. But I managed to pull out my winged hussars, which have done very well for themselves so far. And I'm going to charge and try and take out his light dragoons and his cazadores and grenadiers if at all possible. But I get a little cocky with these winged hussars, I think, and I take more casualties in as necessary. And he pulls back. What I should have been doing was using my infantry to cover their assault, basically, but I don't time it together very well, and I should have. And I knew the moment that I made the mistake, what I did wrong. So here I charged my light dragoons into his cazadores, and they get pretty bashed down, but I won't stay in that, and I'm just going to... Actually no, I end up losing that. I shouldn't have done that either. So our skirmish battle probably went my way more than his, because I now have cavalry dominance in the field, but I semi-squander it in a moment, you'll soon see. As I said, I don't time my strikes simultaneously, and as a result I don't do as well as I otherwise should have done. And he still has this unit of light dragoons which proved quite useful. and I actually do lose quite a few of my winged hussars, which I shouldn't have. I should have been more cautious with them, but I was confident I could just smash straight through all this out here with my winged hussars. But I was having a little bit of trouble with the controls. For some reason it wouldn't attack them for some reason. I don't know what that was. I might have bumped the wrong thing. So here I'm going to try and catch his light dragoons and cazadores with my winged hussars. But they're tired and they took a lot of damage from his all that gunfire there. And he does bring his grenadiers, and as I showed in the last battle, they're quite capable of taking on cab. So that was probably a wee bit premature of me to try this. As you can see, I've not timed my strike together. He could have easily just, he does actually, goes into squares here and he can just shoot them back to my men. So I was a wee bit cocky and hasty with my winged hussars. I hit a bunch of grenades to throw in and I lose quite a lot of them. And I'm going to lose them when I really should not have lost them because I gained dominance. I knew what I'd done wrong. So I'm rushing up my infantry now to try and take advantage of the fact that he's in squares over here and he's still disorganized, well not disorganized, just not aware of having moved these units because he's so focused over here. So I need to get my guys up quickly. And I made a bit of a mistake here with my guards. I didn't want to move them like that either. But as you can see, my winged hussars are pretty stuffed now. That charge, it did take out a lot of his skirmishes, I guess, but I mean, I just wasted them really. Again, the mistake was I didn't support with my line infantry and other units. So I won't make that mistake twice. And I'm skirmishing again, and I'm going to try another crack. And I thought I could get his skirmishes one last go because I saw them isolated, but I keep mistaking those grenadiers for skirmishes, and this is another really stupid move in my winged hussars. But I figured since I was up and close to support, but I wasn't close enough, so there was some really bad moves by winged hussars there. I had advantage and I just squandered it really, eh? These skirmishes are having a limited effect, and he's playing more of a defensive game, while I'm playing an aggressive game, which is pretty typical of me. I much prefer going on the offensive, but sometimes if I bungle it, it can go quite bad. So I'm going to send my riflemen up to this hill edge here and shoot down, get a nice height advantage, and I'm going to form up on this flank like this with my line infantry. And the mistake he makes, and he acknowledged it almost at the end of the battle, is that he was way too slow at moving his line infantry to basically to challenge mine. But these guards are really effective. They inflict heavy casualties in this fight. But I was having a little problem with the controls. I was keeping my generals safely at distance, but enough to provide morale boosting support. So I'm not really sure how that works in the Empire, but I just figured if he's up there it might help. So yeah, I mean, a real blunder with my winged hussars. I should have been able to do a much better job of it with them. But fortunately, thanks to the fact that I've been able to get my infantry up and I'm getting them up in big numbers on this flank like this, I'm going to be able to inflict some serious casualties on him. He's not really going to be able to do too much about it unless he gets his line organised, which he's having trouble doing. And of course I've got my riflemen over here. There's a fellow with his trumpet rallying the men, and they're racking those rifles and preparing to strike. And I must admit, I really do enjoy this game. Just getting used to another system, basically. I wish. I realise you're going to get the games are going to modernise and its tactics are going to change a lot, and that's cool. Because it's right that it's like that. I wish they kept all the controls identical to Rome Total War. The controls on Rome Total War were good, you know. But on this stuff, and the camera and stuff, I wish they kept the camera the same. I wish they just kept all the stuff the same for every game. You get a system you like. Most people were introduced to the Total War series, or at least most of the old classics were introduced to Rome Total War, and so they developed, they played like Rome Total War. Like, obviously, they moved the controls and camera around like Rome Total War, and so I think they should just keep that. Rome Total War was the most successful game. It was the game, in my opinion, that made the Total War series as great as it's been. And I just wish the controls had stayed like that. If that had been done, I reckon I could adapt this really quickly. And there's a nice rallying trumpet thing there. So my men are loading up and firing away, and the success is going my way because he's been quite slow in moving his infantry up. But put into account that he apparently he only just brought this game the day when we did this, so he's got absolutely no idea what's what and what units are good where. And he's watched a few videos on YouTube, I think. That's about as far as I go as well. This is like my 4th online battle. I've done a few against the computer, but not that gives you much of a skill rating. But these guards do a really good job. They're obviously very elite, and they're very good in the melee too, and they're very good against cavalry. And they really perform in this fight, as you'll see in the statistics. So I sort of got a semicircular formation going on here, and he's trapped in it. But look at all these beautiful winged hussars that he's got squandered. So that was a real blunder on my part. I thought there were more skirmishes there, and I didn't actually take close enough note they were grenadiers. And as shown in my last videos, it appears grenadiers are quite capable against cavalry if they get given half a chance. But my line infantry and my guards particularly have performed very well, and they've made up for the loss. But I was quite decisive at the start with my winged hussars. I thought I got rid of a good deal of his skirmishers and his cavalry, but I just didn't capitalise, and some bad mistakes caused me to lose what was a good advantage. So that wasn't too good on my part. My excuse is I'm new to online Empire Total War. But I'm really liking it though. Loving the graphics. And initially when I first played this game, I really didn't like it because I couldn't get used to it. But now that I've given it more of a chance, I'm liking it more. And here I should have been making more use of my skirmishers' long range capacity, but so I've lost more of them than I otherwise should have as well. But I have effectively managed to pretty much corner him in and get almost like a surround on him. And his men are starting to be routed quite decisively. So as you can see, I've almost got like a square, like an edge of a square, like half here and half here, and I'm going to take care of his men. I think the honours of the day goes to these guards, which is probably quite often what would have happened. These guys the guard type units would have been very elite in this time. But again, I don't know a lot about this time period. I only really know a lot about, well, not a lot, but I only really know stuff about the Anglo period. So I should actually endeavour to learn some more about some other periods too. And I like some basic stuff, but I like all history really, all war history pretty much. So I will actually endeavour to learn some more Empire Total War kind of time period and that sort of thing. I know Poland was a very cav sort of heavy nation and like to keep the sort of heavy cav traditions of the sort of more medieval period. Obviously it was going obsolete, or if not already obsolete, but they sort of managed to keep it alive. Well, there you go, there's actually the victory there. So I had, I think, 696 men is there, it looks like that. The writing's very small, I think that's 696. And I had 369 losses, and I got 571 kills. He had 920 men, he lost 623, and he had 354 men left. So here's the unit statistics. As you can see, these winged hussars didn't do nearly as well as I actually initially thought they would have. But again, I could have been really decisive with them, but I just wasn't. So that wasn't the best work I've ever done. This unit did pretty good, this unit did okay, but these units didn't do very well at all. But they did. I really could have been more decisive, but I did kill his cavalry, but I didn't take advantage. I should have moved my infantry up and begun the engagement and used my cavalry to dominate and end it faster, but and deal with his skirmishes, which I was a wee bit slack with. But never mind. My line infantry came off pretty good. This one 49, so it was even. 49 and 59, so slightly ahead. This one got 69 with only 3 men down. It took quite a lot. 25 only once, that's good. These light dragoons, 30 and 34, 30, so they come up pretty even with the enemy light dragoons, so they were quite useful. Again though, the riflemen, they always seem to do really well, the skirmishers, 43 and 49, although they did take heavy casualties themselves, but they did still really well. But these guards, as you can see, look at 13 losses, 135 kills, they did really, really well. They just came off real good. I think it's a great reload time, and they're just tough. They're just a really good unit. Obviously, why they're so elite and expensive. So I'm really glad I bought them, even though I didn't even upgrade them. They came off really well. So I probably might toss. I'll be experimenting with units more in future. But anyway, that's the third and final battle I did at the moment against Blessedbethelord. Always really great to play him. He's a really friendly guy, and like me, he's a Christian, and we get on well, so it's good. So anyway, guys. I know I'm not that great at this yet, but I hope it's entertaining, and if you have advice for me, I'm absolutely all ears for it, as I don't know a great deal about this one just yet, but I will aim to learn about it. So thank you guys for watching, and Elite Legionarii signing off, and I'll see you next time.